Hey fellas, Onish here, and welcome back to With a Y. The last few weeks have been absolutely stacked with releases I was looking forward to, between the new Digital Circus episode, the return of Invincible with Season 4, and that is the one we're going to be focusing on today. The first 3 episodes dropped on March 20th, I believe. It was all at once, and they're going to come out every Wednesday for like the next 5 weeks, and I'm super excited, man. I recently read the comics because I had just been getting spoiled for everything in the show that was going to happen, and I figured they're changing so much in the show already, it will still be like having a new experience, and at least I'll be able to like experience the narrative through the actual source material instead of out of context TikTok posts and Reddit spoilers. That said, a full spoiler warning for the first 3 episodes of Invincible Season 4 and all the old seasons goes here. It needs to be said that the Invincible fandom acts the same way every time some new shit comes out. The last video we did was talking about Digital Circus, and like everybody on the timeline on Twitter will just be like torture posting and like talking like they're in the Torment Nexus. What Invincible fans will do is the behavior you expect from a fandom that has been starved for content for so long. Shit like the Arkham subreddit and Half-Life fans just going into psychosis posting about things. It's when Invincible fans get new content that they go absolutely batshit insane. I would like to introduce you to the idea of Mark variants doing something off screen that definitely isn't beating their dicks. From Mina Ashawoke, Vltrum porn on my timeline, and they're very enthused about it because they attached this video. Dude, every fucking few hours this like tweet would come up on my timeline, and the first time I saw it I busted a gut, like I actually couldn't breathe. And whenever I'm in Discord calls just working on stuff or like looking for posts for a video, sometimes this exact same will just show up on my For You page and I immediately start laughing again, and they've gotten to the point where my friends are like guessing it's the tracksuit Mark gif, isn't it? And this was just the first one that I saw, because these escalate in intensity like pretty fucking rapidly, man. It's kind of insane what they're doing out here. Your well-known Twitter shitpost reposters were like putting out versions of this video over and over again, and for whatever reason it's almost always a Mark variant from the Invincible War. It's never like the main thing. We're gonna be looking at a lot of these because there are so many variants, and it's an art form, truly. And honestly, it's more tame compared to the last video I made about Invincible fans on this channel. Not. That first one always messes me up because of like the mouth movements that Mark is making. Like they annoying oranged his mouth. Like, you can barely tell, but there is like a backing music track in this. You can just kind of hear the bass line coming through, but for the most part, it's just screaming like that is taking over your mind. Now, this was an interesting case because people were looking from the outside in, being able to see like the shit that we were doing. The Invincible fan base is like a free zoo. And one thing we found out confirmed, though some people had been theorizing from their first appearance, is that Tech Jacket, like Shrinking Ray, was going to be gender swapped for a woman, whereas in the original comic they are a man. I have some thoughts on that we can get into here, but first we gotta look at the fans' response, because clearly this would be a talking point. Tech Jacket is a woman. Just fucking beating off in the comments, dude. If you think like this is weird, like they find out a character's gonna be a woman, so they're immediately gonna goon, like just look at what I was talking about in my last Invincible video. Like there is an equal opportunity way to just fucking do body horror with sexual aspects. Some people have argued that like Tech Jacket should have been gender swapped because he's traditionally a character who has their own series, though it didn't run for super long. He mostly became like an Invincible regular towards the end of the comics run, and I won't lie, I love that version of the character a lot. I'm also gonna put like minor spoilers for the later Invincible comics that haven't been adapted yet, but he has like some cute jokes about like wanting to grow a beard, and he has this really cool bromance with Alan the alien that develops like as they spend more time in space together. And there are like some neat moments in there that like I think would have been neat to have if, you know, Tech Jacket was still a man, but ultimately I don't think it affects his character that much, and I'm more than happy to see like how they'll write it, because at the end of the day I'll always have the source material if I want to see those moments again. And I can go either way on this one, but some people did point out that like the space posse, like when they're doing the part of the comic that like Mark is mostly in space for, it is like a sausage fest in there. It's a lot of testosterone. Given, I don't really think that like you need a woman in there for the sake of it. Like that is just another person who is going to get the shit beat out of them. They just also happen to be a woman this time. It doesn't really affect much for me. I'm perfectly fine with the change. Invincible fans don't get a new episode for a couple days and post the weirdest meme ever like they're the Arkham subreddit. And again, like I was saying before, it's very much like when they get new content, they start acting up. It's like it infuses them with the power they need to make some like deranged shit. This screenshot out of context is absolutely insane. He's on the fucking Paw Patrol pen and he looks like an analog or like a Carnage symbiote knockoff right under somebody seeing like this tweet calling Invincible fans freaks for what they get up to when they get new episodes. And then you had people doing it like the Me and the Boys, like that old Spider-Man 60s cartoon meme, but it's like all 4 variants of Mark just beating their fucking dicks. With the motion these two on the right got, they could feasibly do in a little self-cest and like are actually whacking each other off. It's hard to say, man, what the artist's intent was. Now, the Brain Rut started well before the season actually came out. Like from the first time that we got a trailer for season 4, people were taking Oliver asking how much this job pay and just turned it into job. And one thing I gotta give credit to the Invincible social media team for is that they know how to interact with this side of the fandom really smartly. Like 3 random letters every 10 minutes, the account. And when they got to job, fucking Invincible HQ was all over that shit. Somebody made a compilation of maybe a best of or just like a posse cut of like all the different masturbating Mark variants they've been seeing on their timeline. I love how of everybody in here, Threk is the one giving the lowest amount of effort. Like, he's got basically no expression on his face, and he's like being his own slow stroke king. Hit him anytime. Don't forget about these two. You gotta be fucking kidding. Yeah, none of that, please. Okay, this is really... Oh my fucking god. Wait, was that the Twin Towers? Oh my god, dude, I love tolerating the show. I love putting up with it. It's so fucking awesome. You had people using this as like reaction memes in fucking other fandoms, like from Agony Addict. Spoilers for Digital Circus episode 8. First thing the Circus members are gonna try after Kane died, because if you don't care or need a reminder, Kane died at the end, and it was revealed that the profanity filters are gone when Zupal says, holy shit, it is actually able to say the shit part. And everybody's joking that it's like, dude, they can fuck now. They can fuck now. First thing the Circus members are gonna try after Kane died. Why is it a pig? Why is it a fucking pig? Why did you make it a pig squealing, man? I hate that implication. Why the fuck was that be your choice? Oh my god, I'm actually going insane. This is gonna be the fucking death of me. Another relation to an outside of Invincible reference, you had Ultron, the oomphy of the channel, definitely a top 10 robot of all time, saying this is how some animated Lord icons look. And I won't lie, I remember having this thought about the Marvel Rivals menu having the Bowser fart gif animation, when in reality it's just like, my buddy tells me that what they're doing with Mark is a puppet animation, and tweeting animation is a different thing, but I'm not an animator and I don't think artists are people. So I'm just going to keep misusing terms like rendering in the way I have in the past, because I have a contempt for anybody who can do something that I can't and would really like to be able to do. All right, now it's time for the most insane one, dude. Like, they just turned Mark into a goddamn Ragnar from one of the other episodes. Like, he in no frame do his teeth look like this from Alt E4. Me when farming simulator 2 porn. The fact guys were making this in like a light motion or some equivalent, and this guy's name just happens to be a lights. Why did he become Bodok? Dude, he doesn't even have hands attached to be beaten to shit with anymore. Like, what? You're just contorting him. Is that a JBL speaker in the background just rotating so we at least know where the music comes from? They wanted to make sure we knew that it's diegetic and that Mark is actively listening to this while he's cranking his shit. Again, on the Paw Patrol bed. Whose fucking idea was this? Why would you put him on there? Get him the fuck out of there, bro. A Vltrumite is coming to Earth to kill your family right now. I need you to lock in. Oh my god. There's 7 more seconds of this, dude. I don't know if I can handle whatever they're gonna throw at me next. Just like his screams are too loud that they can't be contained in his mouth and within the width of his actual skull. It's gotta clip out. That is by far the most insane one. I am loath and very, very hesitant to call it the quote-unquote best one, because I don't want to reward this kind of behavior with, like, positive reinforcement. It seems kind of immoral. Predictably, okay, buddy Vltrum is also on this shit. Just the Invincible variants are so strong, and you know what video it's gonna be. We don't need to click on that shit. I told myself I would be doing a mix of, like, Invincible shit posting and, like, actual talking about my thoughts on the first 3 episodes. The criticism that comes up a lot, like, pretty much every time a new season of the show drops is like the animation quality. And I think we've had enough runs of this particular discourse that we have kind of figured out what the pattern is. Like, there will be moments in like the first 6 or 7 episodes of the show, if you laugh, you're getting killed immediately, where like the animation will just improve drastically, like for a big fight or some shit. But that means like otherwise important scenes just kind of get left with the whatever of the funding was left. Like, Dinosaurus is a pretty important villain in the comics, and he's definitely going to be in this season and probably even in season 5. Like, he's a major character since the first time he gets introduced. I won't spoil much of what he does because like that's probably going to be a big part of like the reveals or the oh shit moments that you see in the show itself. But like his art is gnarly as fuck in the original comic, and then like in motion here, at least in this one still frame, he looks flat as hell. The thing is, you were never going to get like as much detail as like is in the original art, like in an animated format. And the thing with the animation is that they're usually saving most of the budget for the last 1 or 2 episodes, which we can absolutely see in the Conquest fight in episode 8 from season 3. And a lot of the arguments for like why the animation is so bad is because of how stacked the voice cast is. Like, the example here is, why do people even care about the animation quality when we can have Leonardo DiCaprio voice a random hot dog vendor? Like, Walter Goggins is Cecil, Stephen Young is Invincible, J.K. Simmons is Omni-Man. You know the cast list is stacked, and for what it's worth, I think they do like a really good job. Not that they like are doing a better job than a voice actor might be able to do, because I think like people who are traditional voice actors and end up pulling multi-duty, like I think it's the voice actor for Monster Girl and Shrinking Ray are the same, as well as a bunch of other characters. Like, they go fucking nuts in their performance. But it is like cool to hear a Lee Pace who played Ronan the Accuser in like a Thrag type role. Like, I would like to see him get a chance at that like kind of station in an empire, like a galactic empire, but in a more serious and kind of no nonsense way. Like, and there are a ton of Thrag scenes I am really excited to hear him give his go at for. One of the biggest reveals in the first 3 episodes was like a look at Vltrumite culture and the Scourge virus that caused them the original Great Purge. And holy shit, man, like the ring of Vltrumite bodies around the planet is an iconic scene from the comics, and somehow they made it like even more like just awe-inspiring in the show. In a lot of the direct time on Vltrum where like we saw Nolan's coming of age where he gets the shit beat out of him by his parents, that was new and added. They've swapped around like some of the storylines, and dude, I cannot believe they are actually full committing to Monster Girl and Robot on the Flaxen planet, because that is like some of the most insane shit from the comics. And the Flaxens appear over the course of the original series like 3 times, when in the show they appear pretty much all in season 1. Like, all the appearances they had in the comics they did then. So I was almost caught off guard to see the Flaxens show up again, because I was expecting that to be like a scrapped one. It's a hard one to adapt, and they're doing it, man. They're fucking doing it. If you know, you know. I could go on for a while longer, but I think I'm gonna save my thoughts in case like there's more crazy shit happening in the show that I just want to talk about. Anyways, be sure to follow me on Twitter at @withany. That email's in the description if you guys want to send me any video topics. Anyways, piss off.